Started here and towing the slab in this one, Chris Bassitt. How about a report on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Misses, and that's ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The other way, makes the catch for the out. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Pitch misses inside, ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sets him down looking. Throws him with the heater at the knees. Here's Alex Bregman. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Now that's smacked to right center. Suzuki snags it, and that is that. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound in this one, Tyler Wells.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
1-1 now. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And
makes the grab, takes it to the bag himself, and doubles him off. And here is Devers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 outs, base is empty. That one missed. Next pitch inside, and that's ball 3.
No strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And that's ball 4.
Inside.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Stepping in, Seiya Suzuki. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Tatis right there to make the grab, and that'll do it. Back here in Cincinnati, 2nd inning set to go. Here comes Bryce Harper. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And misses inside. Next offering is in for a strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that one off the inside edge. You walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Miguel Andujar, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a pop-up. Suzuki running hard for it. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's 1 away. So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. And ball one to the right fielder. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. Man at first, one away. And there's the strike.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swings and misses. And out 2-2. That was the sweeper, but it missed. On the ground to third. Here's Keith for one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Outside low, and that's ball one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And it's through for a hit. And now first and second with two outs.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite.
Sends it across to first. That ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Matt Olson. Wells back to work. And that clips the inside corner.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. The tag, and he's out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He tried to jam him inside with the cutter, and he got it in there, but I have a feeling he was sitting on that pitch, that location, because he was.
Altuve. There's one. There's second double play already. This one ends the second inning. And we're back on to the third inning. And now the center fielder, Sal Freeland. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Freeland, 24 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. And that one clips the corner. In the dirt. Throw on to Olson. One up, one down. Back to the top of the lineup, Jacob Wilson. Next up for the Cardinals. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
And that one is inside ball one. Fastball for a strike. And it's 1-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first, digging for two. The throw in. And he's there with a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
That's off the mark, and the count is 1-1.
One ball. One strike.
And there's a ball. Wilson leads off second with one gone in the inning. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Ramirez sends it to first, and they get Ohtani for the out. And now it's Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, out to short. Oh, a great grab on the dive. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play. Back here at Great American Ballpark, and the batter will be the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Fought off foul. Here's the 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that's a base hit, and that turns the lineup over.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And ball 1. And a pitch. Tatis going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Up and in, 1-0. That one drifts inside. Now 3-0.
3-0.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Devers in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
No strike.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Two on, 1 out. Tatis hauls it in for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Flied to right his first time. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Matt Olson up to the plate. To second, and he's out. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. New inning getting started. And now Bryce Harper. Pitches in the dirt. Ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And now 2-0.
2-0.
Knee high. That's in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That pitch clips the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
What do you
Harper
got?
checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Did not go. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Miguel Andujar. And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike.
0-2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Olson snags it for the second out. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Check swing foul. And that is out of play. 2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball, Olson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Cincinnati, bottom of the 4th, and now the catcher comes up to him. William Contreras. Oh, great stop. To first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. So a man at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jake Mangum. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Waste no time there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Swing and a foul out of play. First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Comes up empty.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
No ball.
that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
This one could be trouble. Contreras headed for the plate. 1 run is in.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Man at second.
No.
What's a good pitch
1
there.
ball, 1 strike.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
He'll do it himself. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Here comes Christian Yelich. 1 for 2. Frelick running hard to get it. Snags it on the run. Runner tagging from third. Now he pumps the brakes and returns to third. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now it's the DH, Rafael Devers. And that one wrapped foul. And it's even up. 2 on, 2 outs. Andujar, long run into the gap. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Bassett back to work. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Cards just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting.
Oh, now a great stop. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out. Gabriel Moreno next up for the Cardinals. Grounded out his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And it's strike two.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Sal Frelick, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Reds, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this one. 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
Fair ball. Man aboard, and here is Matt Olson. He's already homered here in this one. Ball one on a pitch inside.
1-0.
Swings and chases a low one there.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swings and misses. And the runner stays where he is. William Contreras, the next to hit for the Reds. That's down and in. A slider missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Safe at first as they can't make the play. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Jake Mangum. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Suzuki over at second. Contreras over at first with 1 away. And it's 1-1.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Suzuki rounds third, headed for the plate. Not in time. He's safe.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Foul.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
The changeup missing. And the count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That's down and in. Dive, and he's got it. From his knees, the throw. 1 at second. To first, not in time. Great effort there. And here comes Carlos Correa. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Yelich stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now up for St. Louis, Jacob Wilson.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Here's Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 2 in this one. Steven Oker taking over on the mound.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Yelich running hard. And out number 1 on the grab. Now it's Alex Bregman. And there's a foul ball. Bregman, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And Kenny Jensen punches him out. That's a strikeout. Here's Bryce Harper. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Just misses with that one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Wilson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Yelich should have it. Brings it in, and that is that. Back here at Great American Ballpark, bottom of the 6th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
That one missed. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And a quick out, number 1. Here's Rafael Devers. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Suzuki stands in now. Looks at that one inside. Way upstairs. Ball 2. Frelick has a beat on it. And there's 2 away. And now Matt Olson up to hit. He's already homered in this game. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then, and I loved as a kid getting on the BART train.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and he's there with a leadoff double. So, man aboard. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Out to center. Mangum pulls it down. 1 away. Jose Altuve up to hit here. First pitch misses. And that one fouled off. Andujar over at second, 1 down. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's inside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, we know this, down 1 or down 10, Jose Altuve is not going to give away an at-bat.
Next pitch is downstairs. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball four to aboard.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
And up next for St. Louis, Gabriel Moreno.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Jimmy Garcia gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Suzuki has a beat on it. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Sal Frelick next up for the Cardinals. That's a little bit low. Popped up to the left into foul ground, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, William Contreras. Andujar in position, hauls it in for the out. And now the center fielder, Jake Mangum, 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Ground ball left side. Throw to first in time.
Out.
2 down, bases empty. Heat. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Luis Angel Acuna looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Backed off the plate that time. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This to third, and foul ball.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Frelick makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Garcia back to work. And that skips in the dirt.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. On the warning track. And hauls it in. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. In the air, out towards left center. Yelich sizes this one up and makes the grab. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Alex Bregman. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. Mangum on the move. Corrals it. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. In now for the Reds, Carlos Correa. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
And lines out to third.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
0-1.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
No balls. 2 strikes.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's in the dirt. It's 2-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. touch them all. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0. Ramirez at the plate now. That's ball one. Rip towards third. Bregman to first. And Ramirez is set down. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's Terry Francona bringing a bat off the bench. Paul Goldschmidt. Over to first. Out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Back here in Cincinnati. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now here is Harper. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Up the middle. Correa sends it to first.
That's an out.
And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So digging in, Miguel Andujar. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. The Cards with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th. And a foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Line drive, and it's caught for the out. 1 out left for the Cardinals. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Altuve. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
They're down to their final strike.
0-2.
Halverson is just 1 strike away. The 0-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And now the Cardinals catcher, Gabriel Moreno. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He will score. It's 7-1.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the
ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first.